Hello children, welcome to another session of Science Class 4. Today we will revise lesson 2, Digestion and the Role of Microbes, and will solve objectives of lesson 2. Learning objectives of today's lecture are students will be able to understand the role of teeth, to describe the different sets and types of teeth with its function, and to describe the different parts of tooth.
Teeth are present inside our mouth and they help in biting and chewing the food. Unlike a python, humans cannot swallow food in one big gulp. Food must be broken down into smaller pieces before it can be swallowed. This function is performed by hard structure which is called teeth. Humans have different types of teeth that performs various different functions such as cutting, tearing, grinding and crushing the food. Human beings have two sets of teeth, temporary set and permanent set. We have all gone through the phase during our childhood where we would lose a tooth and a new one would already be ready below it. As humans, we have two sets of teeth, temporary set and permanent set. The first set is called milk teeth, primary teeth or baby teeth. They start erupting when we are 6 months old, and the next set of teeth called permanent teeth begin erupting as we turn 6 years old. Many of us may have asked the question to any elder that why are my teeth falling? But have you ever wondered what is the difference between milk teeth and permanent teeth? Milk teeth are very important for the normal growth and development of a child, and in fact as important as your permanent teeth, which is second type of teeth. Though there is a significant difference between milk teeth and permanent teeth, milk teeth perform certain important functions until the permanent teeth can take over. Like they help the child bite and chew the food which is essential for the child to gain proper nutrition during his or her early years. They allow the proper development of speech. They create and hold space for eruption of permanent teeth, which is second set of teeth in the jaw. They ensure proper tooth alignment when the permanent teeth begin to erupt. They build confidence and self-esteem in the child. As you know, milk teeth are very important. Permanent teeth are also very important. Permanent teeth appears when the child is about 6 years old. Milk teeth start falling out one by one, and then slowly new ones, means new teeth which are bigger in size, take their place, and this set of new teeth is called permanent teeth. As you know, teeth are hard structures which are used to chew food. They are not made of bones like the rest of the skeleton, but have their own unique structure to enable them to break down food. Now, according to their functions, there are 4 types of teeth: premolars, molars, canines, and incisors. Your 8 incisor teeth are located in the front part of your mouth. You have 4 of them in your upper jaw and 4 in your lower jaw. Incisors are shaped like small chisel. They have sharp edge that help you bite into food. Whenever you sink your teeth into something such as an apple, you use your incisor teeth. Incisors are usually the first set of teeth to erupt, appearing at about 6 months old. The adult set grows in between the ages of 6 and 8. Your 4 canine teeth sit next to the incisors. You have 2 canines on the top of your mouth and 2 on the bottom. Canines have a sharp pointed surface or tearing food. The first baby canines come in between the age of 16 months and 20 months. The upper canines grow in first, followed by the lower canines. Lower adult canines emerge in the opposite way. First, the lower canines poke through the gums around age of 9. Then the upper canines come in at the age of 11 or 12. Your 8 premolars sit next to your canines. There are 4 premolars on top and 4 on the bottom. Premolars are bigger than canines and incisors. They have a flat surface with ridges for crushing and grinding food into smaller pieces to make it easier to swallow. Baby molar teeth are replaced by adult premolars. Infants and young children do not have premolars because these teeth don't start to come in until around the age of 10. Your 12 molars are your biggest and strongest teeth. You have 6 on the top and 6 on the bottom. The main 8 molars are sometimes divided into your 6-year and 12-year molar based on when they typically grow in. The large surface area of your molars help them grind up food. When you eat, your tongue pushes food to the back of your mouth. Then your molars break up the food into pieces small enough for you to swallow. The molars include 4 wisdom teeth, which are the last set of teeth to come in. They usually come in between the age of 17 and 25. Wisdom teeth are also called third molar. As you know, teeth are hard structures which are used to chew food, and they are not made like the rest of the skeleton but have their unique structure. Now here a tooth has a crown and a root. The crown is the part we see, whereas the root is the part inside the gums. Gums hold the teeth in their places. The white part on the outside of a tooth is called the enamel. It is the hardest substance in the human body. Below the enamel lies the hard dentine. Now let me explain you again. A tooth has a crown and a root. The crown is the part we see, whereas the root is the part inside the gums. Gums hold the teeth in their places. The white part on the outside of a tooth is called enamel, and it is the hardest substance in the human body. Below the enamel lies the hard dentine. Inside the dentine lies the pulp. It is very soft and full of nerves and blood vessels. The pulp forms the central part of the tooth. Now let's revise care of teeth. Your mouth is important and your teeth are also very important. So don't take your teeth or oral health for granted. For good dental health, brush and floss your teeth regularly. Eat a healthy diet and see your dentist regularly for dental cleaning and checkups. Because a healthy mouth makes for a healthy body and a pretty smile. Proper care of teeth is very important. When we eat, tiny bits of food get stuck in spaces between our teeth. We need to clean them out, otherwise germs can grow there and form a sticky layer called plaque. Proper brushing with a toothbrush and toothpaste can prevent these problems. Like brush your teeth at least twice a day, once in the morning and once before going to bed. Use up and down motion to brush teeth. Brush the top teeth downwards and the bottom teeth upward. Brush out the back of the teeth. Brush the flat surface of premolar and molar. Use a tongue cleaner to clean the tongue. Rinse your mouth well after meals. It cleans all the waste thing from our mouth. Eat food that is healthy for teeth and gums. For example, milk, eggs, egg, curd, to protect your teeth, avoid eating too many sweets, sugary snack or soft drinks. And visit the dentist regularly for checkups. Calcium is very important for strong teeth. Milk and milk products such as curd and cheese are rich sources of calcium. Eating fruits and salads also help in keeping our teeth healthy. The digestive system of the human body comprises a group of organs working together to convert food into energy for the body. The diagram given here represent different parts of the human digestive system that convert food into essential nutrition absorbed by the body. Healthy eating habits are also important for good health. Eat fruits and vegetables every day. This will provide your body with minerals and vitamins as well as dietary fiber. Always wash your hands before and after meals. Rinse your mouth well after meals. And always try to eat a balanced diet. Microbes are very small living things that cannot be seen with the naked eyes. They can be seen only with the help of an instrument called microscope. There are main 4 types of microbes like virus, bacteria, fungus and protozoa. They are useful also, like some microbes are used in making bread and buns. Some microbes change milk into curd. Some microbes helps in the digestion of food. Now, some microbes are harmful also, and they are called germs, which can cause diseases. Like virus cause diseases such as common cold, influenza and polio. Bacteria causes cholera, tuberculosis, pneumonia and typhoid. And fungi cause diseases such as ringworm and athlete's.
So let's understand hard words. First, digestion. Digestion. It is the process by which food is broken down into a simpler form so that it can be easily taken in or absorbed by the body. Now, second word is microbe. MICROBES. Microbes. Microbes are very small living thing that cannot be seen with the naked eye. Now, third word, INCISORS. Incisors. That is type of teeth which are used for cutting and biting food. Fourth word, CANINES. Canines. That is type of teeth and are used for tearing food. Fifth word, BLOODVESSELS. Blood vessels. Blood vessels are part of the circulatory system and function to transport blood throughout the body. Sixth word, PREMOLAR. Premolar. That is type of teeth. Premolars help to crush food and chew it. Now, next word is VIRUS. Virus. Virus is a type of microbe. Now, next word, FUNGI. Fungi. Ninth word, BACTERIUM. Bacterium. And next word, PROTOZOA. Protozoa. Fungi, bacterium and protozoa are also type of microbes. Now next word, diseases, diseases. Diseases means condition of our body in which some factors negatively affect the structure or function of our body or a part of body. Next is caused, caused means something that brings some other thing, like virus cause diseases such as common cold and polio. So in this case we can say that virus brings common cold and polio. Now next word, harmful, harmful. Harmful is something that causes damage or is able to be hurtful. Now let's understand, choose the correct option. First, in the mouth, food is broken down by dash. The process of digestion starts in the mouth, and here food is broken down by biting and chewing the food. So here answer is chewing. Second MCQ, food passes from the mouth through a long tube called option A intestine, option B anus, option C esophagus, and option D liver. So in the process of digestion, food passes from the mouth through this thin long tube which is called food pipe or esophagus. So answer is option C. Now third MCQ, useful nutrients from the digested food move into the blood there are four options. Option A small intestine, option B large intestine, option C liver, and option D esophagus. From these four organs, useful nutrients from the digested food move into the blood in the small intestine, where all the nutrients are absorbed by the blood and taken to all parts of the body. Now fourth MCQ, which among the following is not a microbe? Option A bacteria, option B fungi, option C virus, and option D crown. Here option A, B and C are type of microbe, but option D crown is a part of tooth. So answer is D crown. Now fifth MCQ, the microbes that cause malaria is option A virus, option B bacterium, option C protozoa, and option D fungus. Here option A, B, C and D are type of microbes from which protozoa cause malaria. Now let's understand, match the following. From column A, first word is canine, which is type of teeth, which are used for tearing food. So you have to match canine with tearing food. Now second word from column A, pulp. Pulp is a part of tooth which lies inside the dentine and is very soft and full of blood vessels and nerves. So you have to match pulp with blood vessels and nerves. Third word from column A is virus. Virus is a harmful microbe which cause diseases such as polio. So you have to match virus with polio. Now next word from column A is protozoa, which is also harmful microbe and cause disease such as malaria. So you have to match protozoa with malaria. Now next word is bacteria, which is also harmful microbe and which cause disease such as cholera. So you have to match bacteria with cholera. Now question number 3. Write 2 examples for each of the following. First, food for strong teeth. Milk and egg are example of food for strong teeth. As you know, calcium is very important for strong teeth. So milk and egg will help you to make your teeth strong. Second, diseases caused by virus. Common cold and polio are example of disease caused by virus. Virus is a harmful microbe which can cause diseases such as common cold and polio. Now third, diseases caused by bacteria. Cholera and typhoid are example of diseases caused by bacteria. Bacteria is also a harmful microbe which cause diseases such as cholera and typhoid. Now fourth, diseases caused by fungi. Ringworm and athlete's foot are example of diseases caused by fungi. Fungi is a harmful microbe which cause diseases such as ringworm and athlete's foot. Next, diseases caused by protozoa. Food poisoning and malaria are example of diseases caused by protozoa. Protozoa is also a harmful microbe which cause diseases such as food poisoning and malaria. So today we have revised few topics. First, sets of teeth. There are 2 sets of teeth, permanent teeth and temporary teeth. Second topic, types of teeth. There are 4 types of teeth according to their function. First, incisors. Second, canines. Third, molars. And fourth, premolars. Now next topic, parts of tooth. As you know, teeth are hard structure which are used to chew food. They have their own unique structure. Now next topic, care of teeth. As you know, teeth are very important. Proper care of teeth is also very important. There are different ways to protect your teeth, like brush your teeth at least twice a day, once in the morning and once before going to bed. Use a tongue cleaner to clean the tongue. Rinse your mouth well after meal. Eat food that is healthy for teeth and gums and avoid eating too many sweets, sugary snacks or soft drink, and visit the dentist regularly for checkup. Next topic, the digestive system. It is the process by which food is broken down into a simpler form so that it can be easily taken in or absorbed by the body. There are various organs that work together and help in digestion. These organs together form the digestive system. Next topic, microbes. Microbes are a very small living thing that cannot be seen with the naked eye, and they can be seen only with the help of an instrument called microscope. There are 4 main types of microbes. virus, bacteria, fungi and protozoa.